Hi, it's me again. I'm fully aware of the time, but we gotta do some satisfactory stuff. Stuff and things, you know? Just a typical factory building. Hopefully like the new layout. I do have... I've changed the banner on the bottom. I'm gonna try to keep it this way for as long as I can. Or until I find something better. Until I can make something better. But I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. But yeah, let me know if you like the new layout. Trying to make it more efficient for a stream and give you more real estate on said stream. This is gonna suck because I'm pretty sure there's these little fly things up here. And as soon as I come up here, they're gonna attack me, aren't they? Oh, it's worse. It's these things. This dog thing, whatever this is. Ain't nothing. You ain't nothing but a thing, buddy. Down you go. Hey, you done for. We just need a bunch of concrete, basically. Do we have miners on us? We do not. So we're just gonna sit here and mine this by hand. And it will be fine. We'll be happy. Idea for today is to get our plastic factory set up that way we can start making plastics and rubber, as well as get fuel. You know what? Instead of doing all of that, I feel this is gonna be a lot easier if I just come this way and I just take my low electricity poles all the way back to my current factory that we have. Don't fall. Unbelievable. We'll just take this pole up. Not like that really did anything for us, but we could probably use it. Yep, there you go. Use it to boost up on this pole. I'll just ride this all the way. Okay. I don't know what happened there. Fell off of it midair. Not cool at all. I must have hit the space bar or the right mouse button. Who knows? But we'll be fine. We're fine. We're good. We're golden. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Tried to stream some Battlefield 6 earlier. I was having issues. I was trying to play the new game. What's it called? Star Rupture. And it completely jacked up my system. I was having memory leak issues, unsatisfactory, Battlefield. Everything I was trying to play was just giving me problems, and so I gave up, reverted the drivers back, and then seemed to be fixed now. We seem to be doing pretty solid. Thankfully, we don't have to go too far for concrete. We could probably stop right there, but I don't want to stop right there. We do have concrete, but we also have our concrete factory over yonder, and that's gonna be producing. That's gonna have a stockpile of concrete that we could take. Which we don't have that much space actually, so we should probably drop some stuff off. Let me see what I need. So I know for a fact I'm gonna need a fluid buffer. So I need one of those. Let's do two of them. We're gonna need storage containers, pipes, splitters. We have everything we need for splitters, so I don't even need to be accounting for those. Let's just get rid of this to-do list. Let's see. Fluid buffer. Probably need, I'm just gonna say 10 refineries. Probably don't need 10, but we'll see. We'll need some constructors. Again, just because I like to be overkill, I'll say 10 on those as well. And then oil extractors, I think we only need 4 of them. There's not really that much oil over there. Modular frames, we only need 10 of them. Do we have enough? We don't have enough storage space because we just keep making them. I may end up having to actually shut this machine down. I probably shouldn't though, because we do use a lot of those. And then I will grab another one of these and just, okay, well, I'll throw that one right there for now. Cables. Do we need anything from over here? I don't think we do. Well, we might, we probably have, we have enough of those. Iron plates. We had 600 of those. Let me go ahead and do some inventory cleanup real quick by making a, make some more concrete, and I'll clear up that. It's not gonna take everything. Leave us with 2. Do we have concrete in here? We do. We'll take that. Drop the silica off. Wood. Drop the sloops. Oh, our hard drive is done. What can it make? Ooh, ew, that's disgusting. Copper and actually, that's not a bad recipe. But the pure copper is the iron is probably better. 2 copper, 8 iron gets 15 iron ingot. You know what? That's actually not a good recipe because we can already get that. 15 iron, 15 petroleum coke. Oh, it's a byproduct to make steel. Wow, that was a waste of a hard drive. At least we have 2 more hard drives. Let's just pop another one in there like that and see what it gives us. What is in here? Oh, nice. I had no idea about this. This is gonna be a problem later. That's a problem for a different day. Where's my storage for my slugs? I know I'm not using them all. Actually, I think, did I leave them over by the power factory? 1500 should be enough. I can't see us needing more than 1500. Maybe we will. Maybe I'm selling myself short on what we actually need. And then for cable, we'll come here, just grab 200. Grab another, just as they flow in, we'll just take them. So we have an even 400. There we go. Just make sure we didn't grab anything else that we shouldn't have grabbed. And then the encased industrial beam is another thing that we will need. Can I make it to this power line from here? Not with the space elevator getting in my way, I won't. But I can stand here and then jump it. Just like that. Golden. We are perfect. Take this all the way back to the steel beam. And eventually, once we start getting trains and stuff, we can actually... we can either combine all these, or we can keep them where they are and make little outpost factories. So let me know the route that we should go, because I like the idea of outpost factories, but I also like the idea of having everything centralized. But basically for these factories, because this is where we're making the nobelisks up here, but the resources are coming from over there. The steel is coming from there, which is turning into steel pipes. And then I have to bring the steel pipes up over here manually and grab the nobelisks, the canisters or whatever they're called, and then make them manually. But if I could run these conveyor belts to a central location, like if I could build a factory right in this area, that could just run all this stuff into this side, run all this stuff into this side, and then on each of the floors, it could be making its own stuff. And we don't have to worry about having all these micro factories everywhere, if that makes sense. And then the plastic factory would be over here, and then we just have a train that would bring them back. And I've done it before on another playthrough that I did not record, so I know that it can work, and it works pretty well. It actually backs up the system after a while because of how much it's making. So the return value for what we're producing is more than enough. Even with it being this big of a distance, the issue that we'll run into is I don't want my factory to be over there. I want it to be up over in the desert, and the desert is up in this part of the map. So it's still pretty decent ways away. But the way to bypass all the landscape is by having, we would essentially have we'd have the train tracks running on the outside of the map instead of the inside. And so it would bypass everything that we need, everything that we have. So we have our oil node here. This is a impure node. But then we also have another one right here. That's a normal node. But then, because there's more, we have two more nodes up here. And these are normal nodes as well. Or no, normal and pure. But there's more. Because there's also, I believe there's nodes inside of this cave. Unless they're not. Unless, are they inside this cave? I think they're inside this cave, actually. If I'm remembering correctly, which I don't think, I don't remember this cave. They may have changed. No, the nodes are right here. There's another node right here. And this is also a pure node. And then there's this node right here. I'm not even worried about you, buddy. I don't know why you would attack me like that. Do you think I'm scared? I'll throw a grenade at you. Oh, you're dead anyway. So there's a node here. There's a pure node there. Pure node there. Bunch of slugs all over the place. There's at least 3 slugs here. Excuse me. Listen. I am going to eat my bacon plants. You are going to stop attacking me, please, and thank you. Not cool at all. So there's... Is that 4 slugs? There's 4 slugs inside this cave. And they're all blue. And then there's a slug up there. Slug right there. This place over here is by far the best place to grab power slugs. Hands down. I don't care what anybody says. It's the best place. Unless if there's somewhere else that has more slug per capita, feel free to let me know. But for now, this is the best place. And then for here, we will just do a foundation and we'll zoom it out to here. To here. This is going to cause issues. I'm not going to be able to put it here. I'm going to have to cut it back by 1. Because I don't want to cause problems with what we have. And actually, what we should probably do, instead of just throwing it here, is have it out in the ocean. Because I don't intend on building anything out here other than this factory. So this is literally just gonna be the oil refinery plant. We don't have to do anything crazy for now. We can just do, you know, just a temporary foundation, you know, just enough to get the materials that we need. Grab an oil extractor again and place that one down like that, and then grab a power pole and connect it. Okay, the wire's too long. That is fine. I actually wanted to place this pole up here so it can go around the so they can go around the rocks. I don't want it to go through the rocks. I pride myself on not placing anything, not having anything clip. So the crude oil is being produced now, which is great, but I actually need to turn this one. And the reason for that is because I want it to be straight shot here, and then this one needs to turn as well, so it can be as straight with this as possible, like that. And then we'll probably do... Did I bring enough of... I didn't bring enough of those. That's gonna suck. We're gonna have to go back and get more. But basically, now we need a refiner. And the refiner will be placed facing this way, like that. And then that way, and like that. So 3 refiners. Actually, we need 4 refiners. Because we're gonna have 4... We're gonna have 4 lines coming in. We need 4 refiners, and then I will place a pole right here, connect it, and then connect this to there. This should not actually, that's fine. That could be a 4 pole. That's a 7 pole. It's fine. If you just joined the stream, consider hitting subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,600 by the end of the month. It's 34 subs. I know we can do it. All it takes a little bit of support for just $1 a day. And then if I connect this to here, if I line these up properly, I should well, I guess it doesn't matter about lining them up, because we're not going to connect the pipes. These are all going to be disconnected from each other. They're going to feed their respective refineries. Definitely need to put the pipes, I need to put these on my hotbar. And then for this, I'll bring a Mark 1 power pole up, because it is literally just connecting to... It is just connecting to this thing. It's only connecting these. How much power are we using now? Nothing. Nickels and dimes. We're using nickels and dimes. This one's not connected. Connect that up. And then I know these are connected, but they're not producing anything. So now this is where it gets tricky because we can produce plastic and so it's gonna be plastic and fuel, and then rubber and fuel, and then the refinery. This is gonna have to get refined further, and this refinery is gonna be taking the fuel and turning it into normal fuel. And we're gonna have to do this 4 times because we have 4 refineries. And then we're not gonna connect them up. They should all, I shouldn't need to do anything with them. They should just be good, because they are all the same. And then I will grab another pole. I'm trying to figure out how I can do this. I guess I could place this here. What is that? Is that a Mark II power pole? It's not, so we'll just upgrade that. And then we can connect it 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then that takes care of this. And then for this part, this is basically just gonna be a long factory. And as I said earlier, once we get to the good point, once we get to the parts in life where we're happy with what we're producing, we can come back and make the factories look better. I say, but I will probably never actually do anything with. We don't have. We need the packager, so we need to start doing what we're doing. And in order to do that, I actually need these to be slightly further away from each other because I need to run the conveyor belts. And I can't run the conveyor belts if they're that close, as much as I would love for them to be that close to each other. So they're gonna have to run like that. It's gonna keep it nice and allow for us to do Mark II. So we'll go this way, like at 1. We'll go that way at 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be enough towards not going to cause any issues. It's still going to cause problems. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to place... Do we have a smart splitter? We do have the ability to make smart splitters, but we don't have the stuff to make a... Yes, we do. We have the stuff to make an AI limiter. But do I want to make an AI limiter is a real question. No, I don't. I have no desire to make AI limiters. So instead, what we will do is we'll do a conveyor pole that sits right about here. Right here. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we will connect it to... Excuse me? Why are you not working? I will connect you to there. And then bring this one to here, I think. Right? Or is that not gonna be right? It's not gonna be right. It's gonna be facing downwards. And it's also not, it's not even. This is what Satisfactory is all about. It's about building and rebuilding and building and rebuilding. So, just so that I can make sure to get it right, we'll pull the factory to here. And then I will grab a conveyor belt splitter, conveyor lift. Jeez. And then the stackable conveyor poles and stack them here like that. I don't want it. That is actually, that's perfectly straight right there. But with that being said, it means that we're gonna have to go every 2 unless I can get it to be lined up. This pole is gonna have to move, which is fine because that pole's not even connected to anything anymore. But it can also, does this one have any space? Yeah, it does. So then instead of just running it all willy-nilly, we'll just connect it to here like that, and then connect and connect and connect and connect. Legos for adults. I don't know. Hi. I don't know why I lost the sub. It happened at some point today, but I ain't too worried about it. I got the subs that matter. So we're still happy. But then we'll connect this one to here like that. Can't do that. That looks bad. So we're going to bring it up one more. Up by 1 or up by 2? 1, 2. I think like that. That should be good. Oh, this is gonna irritate me. Okay. That's straight. That's good. This is gonna have to move though. That can't be there. And then this one goes up by. My idea is pretty good. How was yours? And then, so if this went, this one goes up by 2. This one, I don't know how many that is. We'll just go up till we. I think if I went up by 2, 1, 2. There. That's good. And then get rid of that. And then this factory is happy now. The only problem that we're gonna have is trying to get everything fixed again. Trying to get all of the conveyor belts to feed properly into the correct trying to get it to feed into the correct belts, or into the correct storage boxes, which shouldn't be difficult to do. Rubber, plastic. The problem, so because this is the closest one here, I don't want to straight pipe unless I put it here, but then I won't have enough space. So I'm gonna have to create one of these guys And then bring this here like that. Perfect, just like that. And then this one will come out to here, to there, and then go this way. And then turn this way. Let's see. So if we can connect these like that, which is fine, but then now we gotta connect these. And those are gonna be running from way over there. So they're gonna have to come this way, down, up, over, and connect into here. And it will be like this. And then up and back down right here. Like that. And then this way. No, we don't need to connect all that. We don't need all that. I don't need to be facing the opposite. What did I do the first day in the military? What do you mean? Like when I was in training, or when I finished training and I went to my first duty location? Horizontal to vertical. Oh, look at that. That nice. That real nice. And then on this one, the reason we leave enough gap right here is because we're gonna bring this one to here and bring it up. So the first day was spent doing nothing of value. It was basically just M processing and making sure that we were good. And then from there, I was, once I made sure everything was good, then I had to basically just start working. Really wasn't all that fun. I don't want this is gonna be weird with this pipe being right here. This one might end up having to be pulled slightly. This one's got to get pulled out some more. Which is why I should not have done it the way I did. It doesn't need to be a straight line. It's okay for it to be messed up. But because I have perfectionism disorder, I guess, I need it to be perfect. And on this one, we'll do straight there. I have it be like that. That's fine. It's not fine here, but whatever. I don't have the patience. Why? What is this? Oh, it's already filled up with oil. Oh, I see. Basically, I basically just have to connect this up, and then that can start producing, but it doesn't have power, so it's not going to be able to do anything yet. So I guess I'll just get all of them connected. That way, once we do get everything hooked up, we can just automatically start producing. And then for these, we're basically just gonna put everything into fluid buffers because I really don't have anywhere for them to go. So we're just gonna fluid buffer, fluid buffer, fluid buffer. And that's just how it's gonna be. Where's the fluid buffer hole in this? There we go. Right there. Just like that. There. And there. How am I already missing the copper sheets? I had plenty of them, and now I have nothing. Oh, it's because those take 10 copper sheets a piece. Well, looks like we're going back to the factory. Before I do that, I'm just going to take all these rubbers. Take the rubber with me. That way I can at least come back with something useful. Can I go up here, please? Why is it, what is it not? Oh, it's still not producing. That's right, because there's nowhere for the fluid to go, so it's just sitting there waiting. But if I take these and I get rid of them, and then I connect them up like this, then we'll have enough. These can actually be connected way closer. They don't need to be that far away. The only thing that does by having it that far away is causes us to have to make more pipes. And I don't want to make more pipes yet, so just put it closer. And then I won't have to worry about making more pipes. Are these even lined up? That's not lined up. Now it is. I do intend on streaming tomorrow as well. But tomorrow will probably be... Tomorrow's either be Battlefield or Satisfactory. Or both. Maybe, probably both. If you're just joining in on the stream and you like what you see, consider hitting subscribe. Trying to get to 1,600 subs by the end of the month. I do stream a variety of games. It would mean the world to me if you'd help a creator out. But no pressure. And then I'll put that through to there. And then connect 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now, because this is finally producing the wrong thing, that should not be doing plastics, that should be doing residual fuel. Same thing with this, doing residual fuel. And same goes to you. And same goes to you. Now, we should be producing all... Am I really stuck in there? Get me out of here. Please. Yep, now we're making all the fuel that we need, and it's going to go into this fluid buffer. And that is going to allow us to hopefully be able to get enough rubber. We only need 40 something more of them. Yeah, we only need 40 more. Before we can get the upgrade that we're trying to grab. Trying to get a logistics Mark 4 upgrade, which we could definitely get. I got 20 left, but I also don't have enough copper sheets to make the pipes I need. Also, if you're just now joining in, please hit the like button to push the video out to the algorithm, and let me know what you think about the new layout for the stream. Trying to spice things up with higher quality banners. I'm gonna have to get a fan for this room at some point. It's super hot in here. So if at some point you hear a fan, most likely tomorrow, if you hear a fan, that's exactly what it is. Because I've tried everything I could possibly think of to cool this room down, with the exception of keeping the door open. But I can't keep the door open for this room. Because there's just too many variables, such as having a child or animals that will come in here uninvited while I'm streaming. And it also helps suppress the noise of everything else that's going on outside. Now, I do have a plug that is far away from the mic, so I'm going to try to keep it as far as I can, while also having it aiming towards me. But it should, the way that it's going to be aiming shouldn't be an issue, because it's going to be coming from a direction that the mic should not be picking up from. So there should not be any issues. If there is, which I'll test it out before I go live, but I'm going to do my best to fix everything prior to starting. But if you do hear the sound whenever I talk, that's what it is. So my apologies in advance. It is too hot in this room to continue how I'm doing it. If we can get everything that we need prior to going back, we could probably start making fuel for this jetpack thing that we have. Copper sheets. It's gonna be these right here. I'm just gonna take 600 of them. That way I have plenty. I don't have to worry about coming back for them. And let's see what this hard drive gave us. This hard drive gave us bolted frames, which are 3 reinforced plates and screws, and it gives us 2 frames, as opposed to what gives us frames now. I think right now, it's the plates and iron rods, which gives us 1 modular frame. We don't really need modular frames right at the minute. We pretty much have a bunch of them. And then the other option was, what is a child going to do? What do you mean, what's a child going to do? A child will interrupt. A child will not stay out. And then this makes automated miners, or a new recipe for iron plates, which is a rubber and 3 sheets of iron. But the reinforced iron plate has a better recipe already. So we basically just wasted 2 hard drives. I guess we can just select this reward. Same thing with this one. We'll select this. Not that they're not great rewards, and I'm sure that there's probably a better way to go about doing the hard drives. So if there is, if you know, please feel free to let me know in the comments or the chat, because honestly I have no idea what I'm doing. Fluid packaging. So this is where the packager comes into place and package fuel or any plastics. Should have brought the plastics back with me. I didn't really think about it at the time. We can make 28 power shards. That's crazy work. I got a feeling like tomorrow's stream on Battlefield is gonna pull a decent sized audience. So I'm kind of excited for that. I tried to play a little bit today, but I just wasn't feeling it. And the game crashed twice, so that's why I stopped playing. It's also already super late. It's like midnight. It's midnight right now. But that's okay. We love the late night streams. Haven't done a late night stream in a long time. I think the last time I did a late night stream was whenever I was playing Minecraft still. So, being able to stream this late is nice. With that being said, because it is so late and my back is already killing me, this stream probably won't go on for too much longer, unfortunately. I'm gonna push as much as I can. I at least want to get this facility up and running and have it somewhat organized before I pop off. But we'll see. I know it was supposed to be collecting power slugs, but to be honest, we don't really need power slugs right now. That could be honestly, collecting the power slugs could be an entire stream in and of itself. But in order to get the power slugs more effectively, I need to get the what's it called? I need jet fuel, so I can be more efficient with it. Logistics, organization. We will do storage container. And before we do the storage containers, though, let's go ahead and... How can I do this? I guess I could just split it. I guess I could just do this. And then have it be... like that. Hold on, so I guess... Okay, so if it's there... 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't need that. And we'll go up by 2. Up by 3. How many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then from here, connect the conveyor belt to there. From here, connect the conveyor belt to there. And this is up too high on this one. This does not need to be up that high. So we're gonna bring this down by 1. Bring that up and then to here. And that will allow me to connect it to there. And then I can get rid of this one. And then I can bring this out to, that's not right, to there. That is not even at all. What happened? Why is it dipping down like that? Nobody else is dipping down. Why are you dipping? Is it because I have it set for straight mode? No, because that's still... Maybe I'm tripping. No. Definitely not. You know what? It's fine. It's good enough. It's good enough. It's gonna have to stay that way. And then we will do... storage containers, and we'll go 1, 2, See, the problem with the storage containers is the belts are smaller than the containers are. So I can put one there, but then I can't put one here unless I were to place it back like that. Which I could do, but then the belt would run through there. So we may have to expand this out a little bit. Unless we were to do a merger. If we did a conveyor merger. You know what? I have an idea. I has an idea. So this one will be the first. And we'll do an industrial storage container there. We'll just run that in. Just like that, so I can at least start collecting that stuff. We'll flush this for now. Flush that for now. Those are fine, but they're not gonna be fine for. Oh, they're not gonna be fine for a little bit. And then I will do one of these, a conveyor belt thing going here, like this. Nope, not that. I'm gonna do a conveyor belt coming here, like that. And then I will do a conveyor merger. I don't think it's gonna let me do this. No, it's too close. So I'll have to clip this conveyor merger a little bit for it to work. Can we normalize like allowing us to place stuff like this, please? Because now I'm gonna have to place these even further out, and I didn't want to do that. I'm gonna have to place it there. Why is that facing the wrong way? Place it there. And then a conveyor merger can go here. And then this. Really? Not even that will work? That's wild. That's crazy, actually. I should be able to place objects inside of, like, even if they're clipping. But I understand why it won't let me. So unfortunately, this will not work. We're gonna have to redo this. We're gonna have to redo these, actually. Just give them a little bit more space. So we know that this one is fine here. And then that one, and we'll go out by one more to there. And then this will allow us to have plenty of space. Hello, everybody. I don't know. I don't know what happened to him, to be honest. He was here and then kind of just slipped on away. So, you know, to each their own. It's unfortunate, but we'll bring this to here like that. And then a conveyor lift like that. And then connect it there. And then conveyor lift 1, 2, 3 like that. Break this connection and bring it to here. and then connect that and bring it on around down like that. And then we have one last one. See, this is how we make it look nice. We just have to continue to experiment with what we're building until we find something we're happy with. And then when we're happy with it, see, like that's not okay. That's not good. It's not even lined up, I don't think. It is. It's lined up. I'm tweaking. So this is making all that stuff. Let's go ahead and get the other pipes connected now that we have the resources to do so. And I think just for the sake of ease, I'll just do, I don't really want to straight pipe it. First time tweaking silver. Maybe. Possibly, perhaps. We'll see. Noodle. We'll just do noodle. And I'll bring this one up right next to it, just like that. Because at this point in life, I just don't care about how these look. These will be good either way. Just like, let me take out these bones. Oh, these bones are solo. Nice. Cool. Great. Fantastic. All right. And I'm aiming to the right. Yeah, you say you're a perfectionist? No. I'm a perfectionist when I need to be. I don't want to be a perfectionist. If I was a perfectionist, I'm a perfectionist when it comes to the conveyor belts. Pipes are different. The pipes in this game are an abomination, and they should not exist. They are the absolute worst thing that has ever been created, and I hate them with a passion. And the fact that they exist in any capacity is absolutely disgusting. I need this to be lined up here like that. And then this just connects right to there. And then this one, bring it to here. Yep, perfectly lined up. Exactly what I was looking for. And then this one, I'll just place it alongside here. Like that. And then connect it to there. And now these are producing the crude oil. And because this is going down, like how you, oh yeah, I hate that with a passion. So because these are going downhill, there should be enough push on the pipes. There should be. Keyword is there should be enough push to get the fuel downstream. Will there actually be enough push to get the fuel downstream? That's a great question for somebody who's not me. The answer is yes. There is enough push to get it downhill. I think the better option for this actually, instead of having this disgusting trash heap of poles, is I'm gonna do a stack. I'm gonna do a pipeline support. I'm gonna do it here like that, and I'm gonna do it. You get out of here. You were not wanted. Can we stop? There. That's not even. That's literally two different heights. How can you say that that's good? That is not good. I'm gonna have to do one of the... I need this to be lower. I need it to be here. Like that. And I need this to go... Where are you at? Right there, like that. And then connect it. And then noodle curve straight. Okay, you know what? I didn't want you anyway. We'll just connect it here. And then like that. I'm content with that. I'm not content with that. That's disgusting. There. That looks better. And then same goes here. Same for here. We'll go right here to this one. And we'll go up by 2. And then we'll go to this side. We'll line it up with that and go up by 2. And then connect it. What's your most random thought you had and you just question why you had it? Oh, that's a great question. It had to do... What was it about? Something about dogs. I don't remember exactly what it was. It was something about dogs, though. Look at that, we're making plastics now. So now we just gotta wait until all of our plastics. Actually, you know what? Let me ask ChatGPT what my most random question was. Because I've asked ChatGPT a lot of random ass questions. Yes, we love ChatGPT. The most random question I asked was, why is this guy wearing a deer costume in January? Alright, then we'll grab these and we'll grab those. We're almost to the goal. We've almost got what we need for actually, didn't I just unlock Mark IV? I did. What are we doing here? Why are we not using Mark IV conveyor belts? we have the product. Kind of, maybe, possibly. We'll see. We're about to be able to start producing we're about to be able to start making rocket fuel. Hopefully. If everything works, if everything goes to plan. Because they're about to do fluid packaging. And then once we get fluid packaging out of the way, then we can do fuel. And then once we do... Why a deer costume? Because I had a deer costume on. And I wanted to know... basically, the idea I had was to wear a deer costume while streaming in the hopes that it would make people stop scrolling and stay longer on the stream. But as I said, this room is extremely hot, and it just I did not end up wearing it. Like, I'm in a regular shirt right now, and I'm already hot. And I have the window open. So, not that it really matters too much. But yeah. What does everybody think of the new thumbnail for this series? Should I continue that style or make a different one? We're almost back to where we need to be. I think in the next episode, we're probably going to start checking out the desert and finding a place to build. Because I do want to, I want to start getting, like, we're almost to the point where we're making enough stuff to where having a factory would make sense. The only thing we're missing is the train. But if I'm not mistaken, we're about to unlock the train. Like, with the rubber that we have, we're about to be able to unlock it. I think we'll probably need to finish this tier first. Hit this button. Right here. Industrial manufacturer. So we just need the industrial manufacturer, and then we can make the train. We actually already have all this stuff. Actually, we don't. I have all this. Might as well go. Imagine a bird flies through a window. Oh, I have a screen. I have a screen on the window. So if a bird flies through it, then honestly, they can stay. If a bird manages to fly through my window with the screen on it, that bird is more than welcome to live in my house until it decides to leave. And I will not kick it out. And if 1,000 of them, 1,000 pipes, 1,000 whatever those are, the steel beams, 500 concretes, and then 250 motors. The 250 motors are gonna get me because I think they only stack to 50. I do want to start designing the factory, but we need more space for the design that I want, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not gonna have enough space in my inventory for all this. Oh yeah, I had a blizzard happen last night and this morning, and sadly I had to do a snow bath. Damn, that's insane. 50, 100, 150, 200, 250. Throw that back in there. 50, 100, 150, 200, 250. Oh, 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300. And then get rid of that. And then grab 1,000 of these. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 1,000. Get rid of those. And then 2, 4, 6, 8, 1,000, and get rid of those. 2, 4, 6, 8, 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 50. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Cool. Nice. We have everything we need to be able to upgrade our factory to the next level. And and then we get to see what trains require. But I'm pretty sure that in order to make a train, I need the computers, and I don't have the computers yet, and that's gonna require more plastics. And then snow bath was fun though, because I like snow, but not then cold, huh? The snow bath was fun though, because I like snow, but not the cold. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah. I'm the same way though. Like, I love the snow, but I hate the cold. Well, actually, let me rephrase it. I like the snow, and I like some cold. Petroleum power, industrial fluid buffer, and then fuel power generator. So basically, scannable resource Caterium. I'm pretty sure I'm already scanning Caterium. It's right there. I'm already scanning that. It's kind of a wasted space to be doing that, if you ask me. Put those into there. I'm just trying to clear out some of this stuff that I don't need anymore. I don't even know where the versatile framework goes. Like, I don't remember where my factory is for those. Do I even have if it's iron? Oh, yeah, my factory for that is over that way. Completely forgot about that. Can this is the slowest 30 seconds I've ever seen, bro. Like, can this just hurry up already so I can drop this stuff in here, please? Fine, when I'm waiting, I'll do my stretches. There. Now we're good for at least another 20 minutes. 6 seconds left. 6 seconds of the clock. 3, 2, 1. And just start dropping everything in there now. And click it away. Nice. Trains. Transport. Trains. Oh. Why did I think that it would require computers? It does not. Just require, that's why I needed the motors. I knew it was making them for a reason. Because the trains and the freight cars and stuff, these require them. There was a reason I was building them. Petroleum power or industrial manufacturing. And then pipeline. Oof. Heavy modular frames. Disgusting. I guess we might as well do this one next. We're gonna need it anyway. I can't wait to get the manufacturer. That's gonna be a pain to load. Alright, what do we need for the fluid packager? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 packagers, and we need 80 steel beams. Hopefully the desert has coal deposits as well. I'm pretty sure the desert has coal deposits. I know for a fact it has iron and copper. I'm pretty sure it has coal. Because then we can make this, if we can make the steel in the desert, or alongside everything else, and the desert has a big open space that we can build, then we're not gonna be worried about space. Like, we'll be able to live and build lavishly. The reason I need to build in the desert is because I need a bunch of flat open space for trains and stuff to run. And then these factories over here will basically be obsolete. And I don't think there's fuel in the desert, which is the only downside. I am also thinking about adding some mods to Satisfactory to do you kill deer? Because if you do, can you make arrows? I don't kill deer. I don't know how to make an arrow. I've actually never been hunting. But going back to what I was, yeah. So I want to add mods to Satisfactory to add more stuff to craft and unlock. I know there's a mod that adds like wind turbines and water mills and stuff like that, like water generators. And I think that'd be fun to add, but I don't know if I like. I don't know if I want to add it to this one because I kind of want to keep this vanilla. And there's already plenty of stuff to do that we haven't even begun to touch yet. And then these fluid factories, so these are still loading. We'll just do a packager. Oh yeah, we're missing the plastics. We only need 40 plastic though for these. And these are gonna be over here, like that. Take that. And we actually have enough once we're done. We have enough once we're done. To where we can just take it right back to the base and automatically finish the next portion. I don't think these can be this close, can they? No, they're going to be a little bit further back in order to fit. Right there. Oh, you know what? I realized the packager is going to require us to make those, and that's going to be done inside of it. So we're basically going to have to run it over here because this needs a constructor, and the constructor needs to make the empty canister, which is going to be the plastics. So that what we can do actually, instead of having both of these produce them, we'll have it be let's see, how can we do this? Because I don't think that we need this for anything else. I'll probably just run, I'm gonna run it like this. I'm gonna connect it, and connect it. Just, oh, that's not at all what I wanted to do. What the hell was that? Connect it here. And then I'm going to expand this out a little bit more just to give us some building room. And then I'm going to do a packager, which will be here. Take the tendons of the deer and the leg and wash them. For why? What is the purpose? I'm actually gonna run it, face it this way. So I can have it go here. Even though this might be a little too far, but whatever. And then send that. Need to send it to a constructor first. Send it to the constructor. The constructor sends it to here. This will make the empty canisters. And then we will take... We'll just connect it to here, like that. And like that. And then connect it. So that's making that, and then this will make the package fuel. And then I'm gonna have to mess with this some more because I messed up the placement of this pipe. We'll go from horizontal to vertical. Like that. These pipes should be placed right here. So, without further ado, and take a rock, you take chicken feathers. Oh, to make an arrow. Let's see. Straight like that. And then pipeline junction. Click it in place, click it in place, click it in place. And then connect the pipe, connect the pipe, connect the pipe. Everybody's happy right here. This pipe is filling up nice and dandy. And the fuel. Oh, now the fuel's loading. It's just taking a little bit of time to get up over this hump. There we go. It's getting there. I knew it was it just takes a little bit of time. It's fine. Yeah. It's making, there's plenty of fuel coming in. And we have this, we have the fluid buffer, which is holstering all the fuel for us. And then this is doing its job, that's doing its job. It's just making its stuff. That's all it's doing, really. And then take the packaged fuel, and we will edit this to do packaged fuel. Now we can go much higher. Way easier. 40 per minute, that's perfect. And then we'll take this as the final step, and we'll just connect it up just like that. Or in simple terms, flint, stick, deer, tendon, bird, feather, arrow. Nice. We love it. Love to see it. And then this will allow us to go back home. We'll just take some more of this stuff. And this is pretty much packaging everything that we need. We have 48 fuels now. I'm content with this. I'm happy. Now we have our fuel depot, if you will. I just gotta focus on getting back, doing the industrial manufacturing. I don't know what the engines or the control modules use. I'm pretty sure it uses some form of plastic, which is gonna suck because it uses plastics and iron and probably copper as well, which means they're gonna have to find a way to pump everything from there either all the way over here, or we're gonna have to hold off till we get to the desert base and move everything by train over there. But as I said, we'll still be good. If you're stopping by the stream for the first time, consider subscribing, smash the like button, trying to boost the algorithm. I know it's a little bit late at night. I'm not really too worried about the views, but all the support is greatly appreciated. I will be live tomorrow during the day. Be doing a couple hour live stream just to, build up our factory a little bit in the new spot since we're moving. The sand crystal, these over here is gonna be the only thing that sucks unless I can find one elsewhere. What was the hard drive scan for? Pure iron ingot, iron and water. That's actually that's not a bad recipe. Oh, real rescan. That is a horrible. These are horrible recipes. I guess I'll do this one. Not that I really wanted to, but if we're going to be producing steel, might as well just make canisters out of them. Even though making canisters out of plastic is easier. I don't see what we'll need plastic for much longer. Unless it's used. Was it used for trains? Oh yeah, it is. Train stations, freight platforms, and fluid platforms. And then everything else is like a buffer. What is a buffer stop? Prevents trains from derailing at the end of a railway. Oh. Okay, well, that's pretty useful. 20, 200, 400. Alright, cool. Petroleum power is the next one up on the chopping block. These are nice, but we don't have anything to unlock them with. So, let's do this one. And then the manufacturer, the one that has four inputs and one output. It's gonna take up so much space, and these are gonna be the ones we're essentially gonna make a floor in the new factory. There's gonna be multiple floors. Well, the smelters on ground level, then they get sent up with the conveyor stacks with the conveyor lifts. So it'll essentially be like this: the smelter would be on the bottom floor, and it would go through the floor, and then it would go up to the next floor, and then this would have like the constructors and all that, and then the constructors would send them up to here. I'll show you over here. So it would essentially be on the bottom floor, the belts like this, running into a foundry or a smelter, and then instead of having a conveyor belt going into the constructor, it'd be a lift that takes it up to the next floor, and that floor would be constructors, and then the constructors would send it up and it would go to a floor that is the next machine, or if all it needs is a constructor, then it would go up into the storage bins. But what I need is these. Let's take 50 of them, and that's the manufacturer right there. And then the adaptive control units are going to be circuit boards, and modular engines are going to be that rubber and those. Okay. Well, at least we have plenty of those, because this is going to require smart plates and the rotors, and this will also require rotors. But then this requires the stators, and the stators are produced with the steel and the wire. So basically, it's going to be like we're going to have to think about logistically speaking once we get to it. And it's going to be a pain in the ass to set up. But I think we have everything that we need. We have an idea of what we're gonna do. We need to figure out a long-term power solution, because, and let's actually move the space elevator, because the space elevator is pretty much useless to us over here. And then the assemblers will be on their own floor, and so on and so forth. And basically, just if anything can be produced on ground level, instead of having the the storage containers be on that floor, the belt would just go straight up to the top. So from floor 1 to floor 2, all the way up to whatever floor the storage containers are on. And what I may end up doing to make it a little bit easier is have the storage room be not detached, but have a hallway that goes from the factory to the storage floor, or to the storage room. That way I can just line that shit with the storage boxes. And the other idea that I had was, because it will be 4 or 5 floors, I can do two storage containers per floor. And I'll probably end up making the industrial storage containers, because this is essentially 2 for 1. And it would just save resources in the long run. But I can put one on each floor, and so instead of only having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, 24. So we'd have 48 per floor, and instead of having a stack like just all the way up into the sky, you would only see one level of them. But as I said, that's gonna be a problem for tomorrow. So I will see you guys there. I appreciate everybody stopping by and watching. I hope you have a good night.